Hey YouTube, Rando here. This is going to be a comparison video of two kinds of 38 specials. We're going to call it the $200 38 special versus the $300 38 special, even though those prices fluctuate a little bit. This is the, damn it, I always forget the name, Rock Island Armory Arms Core Model 206 38 special. This is the Tarus Ultralite Model 85. So cost on these is going to be the first thing we're going to talk about. I call this one $200. I paid $200 for this one. I call this one $300. I paid $300 for that one. Actually, I paid less for this one, but when I bought it new, it was $300. This one I bought used. Price on this one new is between $250 to $280. Like I said, used about $200. This one is right around $325, and used you can find them as low as $250, but usually about $275 is what you're going to pay for it used. Well, you know, depending on condition. Weight on these things is probably the biggest factor for me. This one's 25 ounces. This one's 13.5 ounces, so it's about half the weight of this one. Let's see, cost, capacity. This one is 6 rounds. This one is 5 rounds. By the way, you can get this one single double. This one's double only. Both you can get in different variations with different handles. You can get this one with a pearl handle. You can get this one with a wooden handle, all kinds of stuff. But we're going to talk about just what we have here. Ammo, this thing's 38 special. Does not specify plus P ammo. The Tarus does specify that it shoots 38 special plus P. No 357 in either one. Trigger on these things, another big factor for me. The trigger on this gun's 10 pounds 10 ounces, and I've said it before, it drags like crazy. It's very sloppy. It's not a good trigger on this gun at all. The Tarus was surprisingly crisp, and it's about half the weight, I would say, somewhere around 5 pounds. I don't have the actual weight. I should have went back to my old video and looked it up in the review, but I didn't. But it feels like about half of what the 206 is. Not much drag at all, no slop, no play. It feels like a high dollar trigger. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It feels as good as my Smith & Wessons feel, so I really like the Tarus for the trigger. Grips, like I said, you can get them different ones. However, this grip is longer, bigger around, and it's a hard plastic. This one's rubberized, a little bit smaller. It's a very soft handle. This one's a lot grippier than this one, put it like that. If you had some rubber gloves on with this one, like some rubber padded gloves, there's no way that gun's coming out of your hand. This one, I don't like this hard plastic. We're going to change this grip out for sure with a wooden grip. So I don't like the one that's on there, and we'll update you once we put the wooden one on there and see if it's any better. Cylinder release, that's the biggest problem with this grip. This cylinder release, it's a pullback style release, and you have to, it's not loaded, by the way, neither one of these guns are loaded. You have to kind of readjust your hand to be able to release it one-handed, and then you have to kick out the cylinder with your other finger on the other side. The Ultralite comes out no problem. Great cylinder release. It's a push forward release design, so makes it nice and simple. I like the push forward. And you don't have to kick it out on the other side with your finger. You can just jolt it over a little bit, and that cylinder falls right out, no problem. So I really like that. This one, I've ran 38 special in both of these. I don't think I've ran plus P through here. This one has barely any kick at all. This one has a little bit of kick. We did run plus P ammo in it, but I don't think I felt a huge difference between the kick and plus P and regular 38 special. So it does have a little bit of a kick because it's super light. This one has barely none at all. Neither one of them's bad, though. I think they both have their places in the gun world. This would make a great truck gun. Not a great gun, not something you're going to have to worry about rusting out. If you use this one as a truck gun, I would warn you to keep these barrels extra oil. because they will rust. The barrels on the Tarus Ultralite are notorious for rusting out. So I wouldn't use this as a truck gun. This is an EDC gun. I think it makes a great backup EDC gun. That's what I carried it for a while my mom was using another one of mine. Because originally I bought this gun for her, and she still has hers. I bought this one from a pawn shop when I bought this one. I bought these two guns together, and I got a really good deal on them. So I think this one's great for if you're going to be looking for an EDC pistol. I'd go with the Tarus. I'd save some money and go with the Tarus. I wouldn't go with this one. That being said, I think this Tarus has been discontinued, at least this exact model. I don't know if the other ones are still available or not, but I know this exact model. If you go look on the Tarus website, it says it's been discontinued. So, out of the two guns, I like the Tarus a whole lot better. You have less capacity, but the gun is just so much better made. And like I said, maybe $75 more, $100 more tops on the Ultralite over the Rock Island. So 206 is decent. This is a great little gun for the price. Love this gun. If you watch my review, you can see how much I love this gun. You watch the review on this one. Not very excited about this gun. I do want to change the grips out and see if it remedies the problem with the cylinder a little bit. Cylinder release, releasing it one-handed. Because I would like to remedy that problem. This one, no problems with that whatsoever. So both are decent guns. Great gun on this one. Decent gun on this one. Both worth the money and both have their places. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.